this since 6 o'clock this morning. We came in and pre-tripped the truck and did a little maintenance to the driver's door, trying to get rid of a few rattles. Did a little cleaning up, and then dispatch gave us 4 loads coming out of the international shipping terminal. We're working on the 3rd load right now. This is a full 20-foot container full of water sports equipment. Headed down to a water sports equipment retail store about a mile and a half. Today, I guess they had a ship come in. Is it still here? I think that's the auto carrier, man. Yeah, the ship must have been in yesterday because they are fully loaded. So I'm gonna jump out right where these guys are and lock down the pins and scribble a couple of numbers on the side of the container for the clerk. And it's a bit of a line to get out. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trucks in front of me. So again, waiting in line, making our way out of the shipping terminal. We got the pins all locked down. Always good to have scratch paper in the truck with a little Sharpie. This way you can write information. Write information on this paper. Seal number 237. So full seal number 237. When I pull up to the clerk, they got several cameras on the truck recording everything. They got one camera that looks at from the side of the truck, and I write that same information on the side of the truck. You'll read that. And then they also have a camera right at the intercom that looks at the driver. So when you outgate, they're taking a picture of the truck, license plate, driver. It's all being recorded. And just to help things go faster, I flash this to the clerk. That way if he's looking at one camera or the other, whichever, it just makes things go a whole lot faster, it seems. Just little tricks of the trade definitely to make everybody's job a little bit easier. If everybody's on the same page, sort of working together, things just go a lot smoother. You know. It doesn't take a lot of effort, especially when you're just sitting in line waiting. You might as well do something to occupy your time. I listen to the radio, and then I make to-do lists for after work or for the weekend, or just gets the mind working on things, thinking about things. It always helps to read, write, and talk every day. So if you don't write much in your life, I just do to-do lists. You know, it helps the mind organize things, I think. Or I'll hear something on the radio. If you have a scratch piece of paper nearby, you can write that information down so you can look it up later. So what I'm saying, just have a scratch pad and a pen nearby so that you get some tools of the trade. We're getting there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more trucks in front of us, and then we'll be our journey. Well, we got our container outgated, and now we're making our way over to the little surf shop. We gotta go down a back alley that was kind of like the back part of the store. The store, when I first moved to Hawaii, I bought one of their used surf skis. This is something you don't see anymore, but 30-some years ago it was kind of popular. A surf ski was like pre-stand-up paddle type equipment, and I had like I think it was a 10 or 12 footer, and it's basically a big surfboard like a stand-up paddle. The difference is a lot of times the deck is soft, and there's an indentation in the board for you to sit on, and then there's a couple places to place your feet, and you use it with a paddle. And so it's kind of like a combination surfboard kayak type thing. And the idea is you can use a paddle and paddle long distance and go up rivers and streams and go from cove to cove if you're going along the coast. But then you can also surf it. If you get into some surf, you can actually, because it's shaped like a surfboard. And eventually they disappeared and stand-up paddles kind of took their place. But the place we're going, they weren't located where they are now, but they were located in a different location. And I got my boogie board and my surf ski. I enjoyed their equipment. In the right lane, but the right lane is full of tree branches, so we stay out here in the middle until the last minute, and then we dive into the right lane. Because I'm constantly trying to get rid of squeaks and rattles. So I got rid of a rattle that was here on the driver's door. The pin that holds the door in place, the base of it was loose, and it would rattle when you drove. So I got the rattle fixed, and as a result, now I can hear this squeak in the door. And I'm not sure if it's coming from the door or coming from the hood, because I've been trying to get the squeaks out of the hood too, because it shakes so much. I think I got rid of the shake, but now I got a squeak. It's like 24-year-old trucks, man. They keep you busy as far as trying to keep things tight. Okay, next light, we make a right. We got a 20-footer, so it makes it easy. If this was a 40, we'd have to go much wider. Never noticed it before. Now we're behind the store. Got our paperwork signed. I talked to him. I said, "You guys still even carry wave skis?" He says, "No, we got out of the. We used to carry all the boogie boards and snorkeling gear and surf wave skis, and says we don't carry any of that anymore. All we carry is apparel." So, I guess that's where the money is. And it's funny he said that because when I worked at a dive shop in 11th grade, so all through the weekend in 11th grade, during the weekends and summer break, I worked at a dive shop at the Sapphire Water Sports Center in St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Is that? It is. And we had the same thing: snorkel gear, fin dip, all this top of the line dive gear and regulators and VCs. It's a full-on dive shop. But when we did books at the end of the month, and you kind of analyze where the money's being made, the winner every month was bathing suits. That's where the money was. And then t-shirts came in second, especially if you had a popular t-shirt. We used to carry good t-shirts. We carried the Jimmy Buffett t-shirts at that time, and they were big sellers back then. Along with the shorts, shorts with pockets and belt loops. So it doesn't surprise me that they don't carry the actual dropped off the Scott Hawaii. Yeah, demo. Got 940 and Matt. Demo. Go ahead and go do the next one. So we were given 4 loads out of the international shipping terminal this morning. That was the 3rd one. First one was seafood product down to the seafood distributor. The second one was an empty container being sent over to the Big Island of Hawaii for a load of macadamia nuts to be sent to a foreign entity. And then the third was the dive shop stuff. Or beach apparel, we should say. And now we're going back for a load of paper. This is going to a paper company. And it's only like 2 miles away also. So these are all easy runs. Done by lunchtime. 10 o'clock is lunchtime, that's like 5 minutes to. That made me a good lunch today. Barbecue chicken, barbecue hamburger, pasta, corn, some green beans. It was all leftover stuff. But yeah, making our way back to the international shipping terminal, Pier 1. Pick up our next load. Oh, it's Friday. It feels like it's never going to end. 2:57 and we're shutting them down. Put it away. Fan is unplugged. Lights are off. We'll leave the AC on just for a little bit more, because it's hot outside. That much today at all. 227. We drove a total of 51 miles. But we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the last one we did was 10 container movements. Out of here around 3 o'clock. I'm not going to succeed, but we'll try. So we just got all our paperwork for the weekend. Going to take care of the big box over in Kailua this weekend. So that means we come in at delivery at 2, so we'll come in at like 12:30 tomorrow. but they rarely can keep to it because they're just short too many people. And we did a lot of work today. And then I just found out that the guy who normally does the big box during the week is going to have a baby next week sometime, and so they're asking if I can cover his runs next week. So we'll be working basically nights for the next 5 to 7 days. And then I also need to call up my brother because I think we have a photo shoot tomorrow. I've lost track. Okay, turning off this engine, air conditioning, shut it down. Headed home. My wife's at Costco. I'm hoping I can get 2 new tires put on. So we're parked over here by the mechanic shop in front of the wash rack. He needs front tires, I think. I've been running on these tires, but they're getting pretty chewed up along the outside edge here. So rather than ruin the casings, we'll just switch them now, because none of the other tires are that bad. The yard is stuffed for the weekend. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of air freight runs, we've got a lot of community projects. Should be interesting. Gonna head on home. We got pizza, and my wife is at Costco, and she's gonna bring home the lettuce and the tomatoes and green peppers, and gonna make a big garden salad because we're all out of salad. I always like to have at least salad, rice or pasta, and some kind of meat or protein, you know. We eat a lot of seafood, but every now and then I'll eat a steak or a pork chop or chicken. Got some Kahlua pig at home that's probably going to be cooked over the weekend, which is Hawaiian pulled pork if you've never had it. But that's it for this day. Thanks for watching. Aloha.